Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear? Yes, whether the screen is visible or not. Right. Fine. Yeah, thank you. So in the yesterday demo session, just I was briefing you about this, right? Why Python, who can learn Python, and Python real-time applications, Python usage, Python features, Python comparison with other programming, right? And just let us have a quick review what was discussed yesterday, right? Fine. Python, I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming, multi-programming features, right? What all the programming features we see in Python, and what all the features we see in different other programmings, all those features we see in Python, right?
Hi, today is the first day for me, so I'm not aware of Python, and I'm a non-IT background person. Will it okay to join Python?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. People for, especially for people with zero programming knowledge and non-programming, right? Today I'll
Mm-hmm.
be just discussing multiple examples for them, right? How this
Yeah.
coding of
Mm.
Python looks, right? Yes.
And there is a two courses you suggested for core and advanced and for full stack, right?
Yes.
So I'm interested in full stack. Is that okay to non-IT persons as well?
So who can learn Python, right? There is no
Mm-hmm.
prerequisites for Python. Anyone, right? Anyone can
Mm-hmm.
update Python, right? Yes. With
Oh.
without any knowledge, without any programming knowledge, they can update with Python, right?
Okay. In full stack, you said JavaScript is also there, right? So
Yes,
I don't
yes.
have any knowledge about the Java. Is that okay?
JavaScript
So
means
at that
JavaScript.
time, I'm
Yeah,
facing any issues.
JavaScript doesn't mean it's Java, right? JavaScript doesn't
Oh,
mean it's okay. For your general queries, I'll be giving time for the end of that session, right?
yeah, sure,
So you
sure,
can
sure,
ask the
sure.
queries.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Okay. Fine. So general Python is a general purpose programming, right? It's a general purpose programming means any kind of applications we can develop using Python, mostly like for web applications, automation applications, animation applications, gaming applications, embedded applications for networking applications, right? So it's not like purpose based. It's a general purpose where any kind of applications, right, can be created using Python and multi-programming features, right? Yes. What all the features we see in Python, right? What all the features we see in different other programmings, all those features we see in Python. It's a high level language. Python is a high level language, right? It's easily understandable, portable, and machine understandable. Interpreted like line by line execution we are going to see in Python. Interpreted language, right? Which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming, right? Which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. Okay. Two types of languages, right? Low level languages like assembly level language or machine level language. These languages are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are not portable. They cannot be carried. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. High-level languages like Python, high-level languages like Python, right? Yes. They are human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardwares and all the operating systems. Okay. Python has got multi-programming features. Python has got multi-programming features, right? Yes. Python has got procedural oriented programming like C language. It has got object oriented programming features like C++ and Java. It has got scripting features like shell script. It has got modular programming like Modular 3. Once again, I'm repeating, right? So Python has got these many features. It doesn't mean that you need to have the knowledge about all this. So in our course, we'll be discussing about all this, right? Procedural oriented with Python, object oriented with Python, scripting and modular programming, right? Yes. Yes. Procedural oriented with Python, object oriented, scripting and modular programming, right? Yes. Right. Modular programming, it has got 89,300 inbuilt modules Python providing, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules for different domains. Whatever domain you are from, right? Python provides modules. Yes. Very was asked. Is my voice clear, right? Can anyone please confirm once again? Is my voice clear to all? Can anyone please confirm once again?
It is clear.
Right, thank you. So it is providing thousands of modules. The main Python has got great boom because of this modular programming. It has got a great because of this modular programming, right? Thousands of modules it is providing, 89,300 inbuilt modules, right? Yes. So if you go back like 10 to 15 years, right, Java is the mostly used programming with 43% usage, but Python just 3% used, right? Yes. But after 10 years, like 2020 onwards, right, the usage of Python has increased to 31%. It has increased to 31%, right? Yes. So year by year, the usage of Python is increasing a lot, right? Fine. So here I'll just say thousands of modules for different domains, right? Like data science, for data science environment, we have got separate modules Python provides. For big data environment, it has got separate modules Python provides. For networking, Python has got separate module. Yes. For testing and for test cases, right? Yes. And for operating system, for OS kinds of activities, yes. The name of the module itself is OS, and for every database, Python provides a module. For Oracle, separate module like CF underscore Oracle. For MySQL, for SQL Server. For MySQL, PyMySQL, SQL Server, PyODBC. For each and every database, even database, right? I'll just also give you the knowledge on database and how to connect with database. I'll show you how to download and how to install one database and how to connect to it. And also working with files, Excel workbook, creating different, inserting data to Excel, writing data and reading data from Excel, right? Just by writing 3 to 4 lines of Python code, we can create an Excel workbook. We can insert data into that Excel workbook. We can read data from Excel, right? Not only Excel, the other files, right? Like JSON files, CSV files, PDF files. We can also create PDF files by writing Python code. And for mathematical operations, for statistical operations, for generating graphs, right? Normal graphs, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, any type of graphs we can generate using Python. Python, what kind of applications are we developing today means like mostly like web applications using a Python framework like Django, right? Django framework. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application using Python. It has got its own database like SQLite 3. And for automation applications using technologies like data science, IoT, DevOps, all this they use Python as the implementation language. In IoT, 90% coding in Python. In data science, like machine learning, deep learning, AI, for all this, the implementation language is Python. Python is the prerequisites for this. And for big data, for huge data, right, in terabytes or petabytes of data, right, we have got like a technology like Spark, very high speed processing technology which uses Python language, we call like PySpark. And for scientific applications, we have got CP, scientific Python. And for numerical analysis, we have got a module called NumPy, numerical Python. For graphical user interface and animations, we have got like TK Inter, right? Python providing like TK Inter. And also like PyQt are the modules. For game development, we have got for developing games, we have got separate frameworks. Python provides Pygame, PyCar are the frameworks, and also some 3D rendering libraries like PySoy. And for scheduling tasks, we have got Airflow, Python provides. For test cases, for software development, Python is used for software development. Even software developers make use of Python, right, as a support language. Business application, Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce websites. For database applications, Python can connect with any database. Every database application requires every database application, right? So any web applications requires a database. For networking application, Python supports a separate framework like Twisted Python. And for web scraping data from different websites. And for audio video applications, we use Team Player and C Player, some examples. For embedded application, the most famous embedded application like Raspberry Pi, which uses Python script. For CAD or 3D CAD applications, for computer vision like face detection, color detection, for object detections, for data analysis, predictions, right? Robotics, and for desktop single user console applications, right? Python is preferred. Who are using Python today, and topmost applications built using Python, right? Yes. Google is using Python, right, for its web search systems. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Yahoo using Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented in Python. Instagram, right? Instagram is built using Python. NASA using Python, right? Quora Reddit and Pinterest. Quora, Reddit and Pinterest, right? Yes. These are the applications built using Python. Netflix uses Python for security automation for subscription related things. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. iRobot for military and commercial operations for hardware testing purpose, right? For hardware testing. For companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they use Python for hardware testing purpose. Okay. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Yes. What are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular? Right. Very less coding we see in Python. Very less code as compared with any other programming. Not even 1/4 coding compared with other programmings. Yes. Simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. Multi-programming features. What are the features we see in different other programmings? We see in Python hybrid features. Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python, statement by statement interaction possible in Python, that we call like interactive mode. In other programmings, it's not possible. Wide varieties of applications. Just now I discussed, right? Those many applications we can create and many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries, right? Yes. Like 89,300 modules Python provides, right? 89,300 modules it provides for different domains, right? Okay, I'll come back to this, right? How this. Now, people, especially just now you asked it, people from non-programming or zero programming, you can just observe this, right? Python comparison with other programmings. Python comparison with other programmings. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in different programming languages. I'll try to implement the task in different other programming languages. You can just check how simple these Python statements, right? The task is just accepting two values, right? From the user keyboard, and performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Take two numbers and performing addition. For that, I'll just write code in two major programming languages. First, I'll write in Java. Later, I'll write in Python. First, using Java. Import java.io.star, right? Import java.io.star, right? Class sample. Public static void main. String aux. Public static void main, right? String aux throws IO exception. Public static void main, string aux throws IO exception, right? Input stream reader, I'll say input stream reader. New input stream reader. Buffer reader BR equal to new buffered reader. Okay. System.out.println. Enter the first number. Right? Whatever number you have entered, right, taken as string format. So taken as string, string, right? br.readline. Enter the first number, br.readline. Okay. Whatever you've taken, right? Taken as int I equal to integer dot parseInt. Okay. System.out.println, enter the second number, right? Enter the second number. String s2 br dot read line integer equal to integer dot parse int of s2. Finally saying system.out.println, right? System.out.println I plus j. Okay. So this is what the coding in Java. Just I'll take a minute in showing the execution both in Java and Python. You can just compare it. So I'm copying this to a separate notepad, right? Yes, I'm copying it to a separate notepad file. Save. I'm creating a separate folder. Python 8 and 8 p.m. batch, right? Yes. Python 8 p.m. batch, and here I'm saving it as yes. Sample.java. I'm saving it as sample.java. Yes. Just I'll take a minute. In the bottom search panel, right? Type CMD. Yes. CD slash come out of this and say CD Python 8 p.m. batch, Python 8 p.m. batch. Java C sample.java. Say enter. There are no errors. Now say Java sample. If there are any errors, we'll display here, but there are no errors. Now I'm executing Java sample. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is 30. Yes. I don't know like how many of you understood this code, right? This Java code. So what is class? What is public static void main? What is IO exception? What is input stream reader? What is buffer reader? What is integer dot parse int? So what is a read line? So it's complex to understand this code, right? Without any knowledge of this. So for a small task like accepting two values and performing addition, we need to write this code. You got the code of 10 to 12 lines, right? The same task I'll try to implement in Python, not more than 3 lines. I'll try to implement the same task. I'll try to write the same task, right, in Python, not more than 3 lines. Now just observe this coding of Python now. This is the Python shell. Directly I'll write that code in the Python shell. I'll open file, new file, write. So just accepting two values means X is one value, Y is one value, right? So int of input enter value of X using input function, right? Inputting the value for X, enter the value of X. Enter value of X. Y equal to int of input enter value of Y. enter value of x in y equal to int of input, enter value of y, print x plus 5. That's it. This is the coding in Python. Do you see any complex word here? In the first line, x equal to input, enter value of x. Second line, y equal to, you are inputting the value of y. Whatever value you are inputting will be taken by x. Whatever value you are inputting here will be taken by print x plus 5. Normal English statements, right? Looks like normal English statements. Save it.
Yes, it's easy. And why you are using int here? It's the integer value, but you are giving for strings, right? So, yeah.
1 second. 1 second. Yeah. What was that? Why it is taken as int here?
Yeah. Uh,
So here,
you are in values.
whatever value you are inputting, right, through keyboard taken as string by default. So,
Actually, by default, it's take, right?
so
I learned.
just like Java, here
Mhm.
also in Python, whatever you input from keyboard taken as
But
string, we need to typecast to integer. That's why I'm taking.
by default, it's take that if you are giving any
Yes,
integer
yes.
value, default, it's taken.
Directly x equal to 10, it takes integer.
Mhm.
Directly for assigning, it will take, but directly we are not assigning. Through input function, if you are assigning, right?
Oh, that's the
Direct,
reason.
directly x equal to 10. The Python code is this, x equal to y equal to 20, print x plus 5. This is the Python code for adding, take two numbers and performing. But every
Yeah.
time you will be getting the output as 30 only, but not like that. You take your own values, x, enter
Oh,
value of x, enter value of y. Every execution, you will enter different value of x and y. But here, always 10 times if I execute also, the value of x and y will be 10, 20 only. But here
oh,
we are inputting, right?
mhm.
In this case, it will be taken as string. Later we are typecasting to int here.
Okay, got it.
So just observe these statements, right? Do you see any complex word here? Complex statements about this
Let's say that.
input, about this date, all this I'll be discussing later, right? But see the statements look like the people who are from non-programming at zero. They look like normal English statements. Now try
Yes.
to run it, run module, enter value of x 10, enter value of y 20, sum is 30, right? Yes, the same output we got as compared with, I said, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programmings. Okay. Now one more example. Just observe this one more example, right? Yes. I'm taking some values, right? List of values. In other programming, we say array of values. Here, I'm taking some values like I have taken some values. Print this as it is. Print x means print that list as it is. Print len of x means number of elements. Len of x means number of elements. How many? 5. Print max of x. Len of x is what? 5. Max of x is what? 50. No need to write code, right? But in another programming, if you want to find the max element from this, we need to compare one by one each element, right? Yes, but here just max of x, max of this x list. To find the min value, just min function, min of x, returns 10. I want to find the sum of 40 plus 10 plus 30 plus 20 plus 50. Print Sum of x. Prints what? Sum of x. Sum of all this 40 plus 10 plus 30 plus 20 plus 50. Run module, right? Yes. Length is 5. Max of x 50, min is 10. This is 150.
If you want to add only for first three, is that possible here?
First three elements also, if you want, you can add it.
How it?
This x is the list. X of 0, x of 1, x of 2. X of 0, x of 1, x of 2. Or using loop, you can use 80, right? First three elements. X of 0 means first element. X of 1 means second element. X of 2 means third element. If I want to arrange all these elements in a particular order, print sorted of x. Sorted of x means arranging all these elements in ascending order.
So values it was storing with 0 index, is it?
It starts with 0 index.
Here, if you are giving sorted, it gives the descending order or ascending order?
Ascending order.
Ascending.
You will get
Descending.
output, you will get output in ascending. Ascending, right?
Ascending
It's
order.
ascending. You will get the output in ascending.
Can we give directly ascending or descending here?
If you want in descending order, the same sorted of x only we should say. You will get again in ascending only. You will get output in ascending. The ascending, reverse it. You will get in descending, right? Reverse it. So just say
Okay.
reverse equal to true, you say. By default, it will be false, say it true.
Okay.
Sorting, ascending, you reverse it, it gives in descending order. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Can't give values without that bracket, is it? X is equal to 40 comma 10.
X equal to? Yes.
Without bracket, we can give the values, is it? Or
Square bracket, list of, square bracket means list of values. In Python, simple syntax is square bracket indicates list of values. Yes.
And what is the difference between tuples and list? Is
So
there any?
triple means in this way, you'll have this bracket, right?
Okay.
Couple of values. List means this one. Simple syntax is right. List of values. Difference between list and tuple is to a list, you can add a new element, you can remove one element, you can modify an element. In the case of tuple, you cannot do all those. Modifications, inserting, deleting, you cannot perform, right? Yes. If I want to add a new element to this list, x to x is the list. To the x, append a new element. Which element? 60. Print x. It will print the new element that gets printed, right? So you got 60 got added or not? 60 got added, right?
Mhm.
If you want to remove an element from x list, x is the list, dot remove. Which element you want to remove? 30. Yes, 30 gets removed. Whichever element you want to remove, you can remove it. So very simple syntax. Run module. Remove 30, 30 got removed. So do you say
Can
Yeah.
we remove an element in the list by mentioning the position? Say I want to remove x of 3 or x of 2.
x dot pop, there is a method called pop of 2. X of pop of 2 means 0, 1, 2. Whichever element is there at the second index, it gets removed. There is a method called pop. At the second position, whichever element is present, that gets removed. Which element got removed, you see? 0, 1, 2, 20 got removed. 0, 1, 2, 20 is at the second position, so it got removed. On this way, you can, do you see any complex word here? Looks like normal English statements, max, min, sum, sorted, append, remove, right? Okay. Python has got thousands of modules it has got, right? For different environment. So I'll just give one example of a module, right? Import a math module. I want to check what is present within this math. I want to see the directory dir of math. I want to see the directory of math. I want to see the directory of math module, right? Yes. Run module, right? Yes. These are all the properties present within the math module. Can you see the variable like pi? There are some variable like e. There are variable like tau, right? Yes. Okay. I just want to print what is this pi value, what is this e value, right? Yes. Math.py. Math.e. Print math.py and math.e. Yes, check this within the math model pi and within the math model e. Run module, right? Yes. Pi value is 3.14, e value is 2.71, right? Yes. For example, in this, you doesn't know to work with a particular functionality. You don't know how to work with square root. You don't know how to work with square root, right? Yes. For example, how to work with square root means yes. So you can take help. There is a function called help function. Just like print function, there is a help function. Within the math module, there is a function called square root. SQRT. I want help on it. So it provides the help, right? How help on built-in function square root in the module math. Help on built-in function square root in the module math, right? square root expecting one value x returns the square root of x. Returns the square root of x. Okay, so provide one value x, try to provide one value. It is clearly saying provide one value of x. If you provide it, it returns the square root of that x. So just say print provide one value x, math dot sqrt of provide one value 16. It provides the square root of 16. Run module. Check this. Square root of 16 is 4.
So we have that front slash right after x. What does that indicate?
So there is a concept called this slash indicates it's a non-default argument. There are some types of arguments: default arguments, non-default arguments, keyword arguments, non-keyword arguments in functions concepts. The slash indicates that x is what? A non-default argument. Previously, it is used to give comment. In the previous versions, it is used to give a comment here. The slash indicates it's a non-default. What do you mean by non-default? All the things I'll be discussing, right? Yes, in functions.
Yeah, if we are not passing any value, then it will take one default value.
Yes. So compulsory, we need to provide one value for x.
And sir, where are these values, pi values and all stored? Is there any file where these values are stored?
Yes.
Or the code
Yes,
code
yes,
to
yes.
execute that?
I'll show you, right? So before that, right? If you want help on any other, right? You want help on any other, right? Yes. For example, power is there, POW. Help on, right? Help on math within the math model POW, right? POW. Run module. Help on built-in function power in the module math. Power function, right? It is clearly saying provide two values x comma y. Provide two values x comma y. It returns x to the power of y. It returns what? X to the power of y. X to the power of y. It returns x to the power of y. Clearly it is saying provide two values. If you provide, it returns what? X to the power of y. This double star indicates power symbol. X to the power of y.
Sir, in the Python program, so if we create a syntax error, so how does it show? Does it point to the line number where the syntax error is? Does it show that?
Yes. So okay, 1 second. So okay, I'll come back to that. So power of x comma y returns x to the power of, I need to provide two values. It returns x to the power of y. Clearly it is saying this double star means to the power of y. Provide that values, right? Print math dot POW. Two values 10 comma 3 x comma y 10 comma 3 10 to the power of 3. It gives what? 10 to the power of 3. 10 comma 3 means 10 to the power of 3, that is what? 1000. Now just when someone asked a query, right? If any error is made, see for example, here math dot I'm not closing this bracket, it's not closed. It gives error, syntax error. It is giving red mark at that line saying syntax error, bracket was never closed. So anywhere if you do mistake, right, it gives a red mark there in that particular line says yes. In this way, and just now someone asked where are the pi values? So where are the pi value, right? So if you want to say help on the entire math module, help on the entire math module. Help on entire math module I want. It will getting help on the entire module. It will give how many functions are there? Can you see here, right? Squeezed to 309 lines. We click it, it will display help on built-in module math. All those, right? It will give each and every function and what it has to return. Each and every function it gives, right? And even if you got some variables, it gives the values of that variables. See, like e value is what, pi value is what, tau value is what, all the values it describes them. And if you want to just generate a graph in Python, right? Very simple to generate a graph in Python, right? So for that, import a module called like matplotlib, a module for plottings and visualizations, right? Matplotlib. Within that, we have got a built-in property like pyplot. So every time saying math here. Yes. To generate a graph, right? Import matplotlib is the model. Within that, we have got a built-in property pyplot. Instead of using this very big name, like always, like in the previous example, math. Here also we need to use this entire thing. It's a very big name. So we can use alias name or shortcut name as P or PLT, right? We can use alias name or shortcut name, right? As P or PLT, right? Yes. PLT is the dot plot function. We have got plot function. Within the plot function, I'm writing, we require X coordinates and Y coordinate. X coordinate is 1, 2, 3. And Y coordinate values, if you see, right? 5, 7, 4. That's it. PLT dot show. 3 lines, right, to generate a graph. Run module, right. File, open the file. X coordinate values, right? 1, 5, 2, 7, for 3, 4, 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 4. Okay, the sample graph, just you can see 2, 3 lines, right? Just 3 lines for generating a graph in Python. So in this way, just some examples I've showed you, right? Yes. Comparison with other programming, very less coding. You won't see any complex statements here, right? Yes. And if you see that this is the course content I'll be discussing as part of this, right? Starting with, sorry. You can see in the DURGASOFT website, Python full stack web development, right? So Python basics, Python operations, operators in Python, Python real-time IDs, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections in Python, Python lists, Python tuples, Python sets, dictionaries in Python, functions in Python, modules, packages, errors and exceptions, file handling, object-oriented programming concept, regular expressions, database access, Python datetime, OS module, advanced concepts, graphical programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python pandas, Python numpy, Python matplotlib. This is for Python. So like totally 70 hours. So the course fee is like 5,000 for it. And people who go for full stack web development, right? So Django frameworks, Django installation, project architecture, application creations, Django views, templates, admin models, advanced concepts, and 15 to 20 applications creations on that. And UI technologies, web development technologies like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, Bootstrap, and JavaScript will be discussed. And as database like MySQL will be covered, right? Yes. And for only Python, it takes 2 months. And for the remaining Django web development project, other things, it takes 2 more months, 4 months, right? And observe this, right? What are the offerings? So you'll be getting the session video daily basis, classroom notes, assignments and tasks, and WhatsApp. And one more, let me make it clear about this timings of this batch as said by DURGASOFT, right? Once again, I'm making, before you go with the payment, for the first 10 days, right? The batch timing will be at 8 p.m. After that, it will be at 9 p.m., right? Up to the end of the course. For the first 1 week, 10 days, it will be at 8 p.m. Later, it will be at 9 p.m. In the 9 p.m., it starts at 9 to 10, right? Up to the end of the course. Yes. Any queries from your side, anyone? Any queries you have got?
So, how does Python work? I mean, is it compiler based? We understood that it is not.
There is no.
It is operating system independent. But how does this work in the backend? Is it it works on compiler based or interpreter? How does it work in the backend?
See, 1 second. Python is an interpretation language. It's not, there is no kind of compilation here. In the line by line execution, we are going to see. Compilation means entire code, if you write at a time, it executes and displays the errors. But here, statement by statement, it executes. If 10 statements are there, if you in the third statement, if you got any error, it won't execute the remaining statements in Python. If you got 10
Okay.
lines, right? If you got in the third line, if there is an error, there is no concept. You won't get the second error in Python. First error, it will stop the execution there.
Okay.
But in other programming, it will display all the errors. If 10 errors, 15 errors, 20 errors also, right?
So after fixing that error at line number 3, again,
It
we
won't.
should-
We say abnormal termination without executing after the last statement. It terminates.
and also, yeah, and also in what language is Python written?
What is it?
I mean, how Python is written? Is it written in any other programming language, or how is Python written?
How Python?
Is written. I mean, in which language is it written? What is the native language of Python?
So
How is
okay.
it built?
So
Also,
here we have got some flavors of Python, which is supporting the other, like we have got Python flavors like C Python, Java Python, Jython, Iron Python for .NET environment, and Anaconda Python is there, right? The most commonly used is like C Python is a flavor where it's taken from C, right? C language,
okay.
C Python. Fine, right? Yes.
And in this course, do you provide any projects like that, real-time projects?
Yes. Project will be discussed, right?
Yeah,
As a
and
real-time.
So actually, only Python is 5,000, and for Django web development, REST API and project, the fee structure is 7,000. Combinedly 12,000, but as a package, if you're taking with simple payment, it's 10,000, right? But if you're taking Python separately, Django separately, like you'll be going with 5,000 and 7,000. So total as a full stack web development package, it's 10,000, right? Fine. So yes, and yes, any other?
Where the videos are available, whether YouTube or any other.
You will be getting once you got the enrollment process is completed, right? Once the link is changed, right? You'll be getting that videos to your Google Drives, to your Google Drives, notes to your mail IDs.
yeah, and also you, in the example you given one library, right? Matplotlib and .pylot. So
Yes.
it's the Pylot is a module within that library, is it?
Matplotlib is a package. PyPlot is the module there.
So how many modules inside that package?
So within this Matplotlib, we have got many modules. See here, a Matplotlib is a package, PyPlot is a module. Within the PyPlot, plot is a function. So generally, package is consisting modules consisting of functions. Okay, so that everything we'll be discussing: packages, modules, functions, right?
And
Yes.
also you are before you're doing import, right? Import predefined things you are importing when you are downloading it, some
Any
module.
module, right? We need to import compulsorily. Any module, whether it is available or not, we need to import compulsorily if you want to use its properties.
Some modules were downloading, right? So
Yes, all 89,000 modules won't be coming along with Python software. Only commonly used only you'll be getting, but remaining all we need to download and install. I'll be discussing all those, right? And how to create our own user-defined. Yes.
Yeah, you were telling like initially some data science and data analytic concept, right? What concepts you are covering, like for example, data science, PySpark, something like that you are covered? Or apart from
Data science, right? Like important modules like Pandas module, Matplotlib module, NumPy module will be covered.
that one will be come to advanced Java, advanced Python, right?
You can check with any other training sites whether that these are covered or not.
No, I'm asking like you mentioned, that's why I'm asking. For example, if
So here, From here onwards, introduction last 27, 28, 29, 30 related to data science environment.
Okay,
27, 28, 29, 30.
okay,
So introduction to data science, Python Pandas, Python NumPy, Python Matplotlib.
okay.
Okay, fine.
Data analytic concepts.
So pandas will come in that.
Okay.
And after taking this stack course, can we apply for the Python developer?
Yes, yes. So totally like 4+ years of experience, how much knowledge, that much of knowledge will be given, right? Because 70 years, 70 hours, it's a course of 70 hours for Python and nearly 50 hours for this, totally 120 hours course, right? Yes. And I said you'll be developing like 15 to 20 applications also, right? In this Django framework. So with that, you'll be getting good practical exposure on it. Right?
Next 2 days also it's demo, or when the actual classes is going to start?
So tomorrow also people can attend the session same time using the same link. Tomorrow also you can attend, and Saturday also you can attend, right? From mostly from Monday onwards, the link will be changing. Okay. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, Saturday also there is a session, same timing, right? You can attend the session to see more on this. And tomorrow I just go with the installation. From tomorrow onwards, see session 1 session. See tomorrow onwards, right? I'll be just your Python is going to start from tomorrow, right? Like tomorrow, like Python installations, Python execution modes, Python versions, all that I'll be discussing tomorrow. Yes, starting with Python
And for
installations.
ID, what using a PyCharm or
PyCharm
Jupyter?
is PyCharm ID. I'll be showing you Jupyter, Spider. I'll be showing you, and VS Code. I'll be showing you. But
Okay.
mostly used one is PyCharm.
PyCharm. For
And for data
companies,
for data science and for the big data, a Jupyter notebook is preferred.
can you repeat it again?
For especially data science environment, people who go for data science environment, Jupyter
Mhm.
notebook is preferred. So I'll be showing that also, right? Jupyter notebook. How to
Okay.
write the code on Jupyter.
These are both are same, right? For
Jupyter.
execution.
Coding won't change, but only
PyCharm.
the environment changes.
Okay. Okay. Shortcut keys as well. Right? It's also changed. So,
Yes. So there for data analysis plotting, so you can see that there only there itself said, because beside the code you will be getting the output for analysis and plottings.
so during the course, we are using 3 to 4 IDs or only for one ID?
No,
Like
no. 3 to 4 IDs will be using.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
So any restriction on the number of participants in the batch? Is there any restriction like that?
Any restriction on?
Number of people in a batch?
No. There is no restriction. People will be
Okay.
adding, keep on adding.
Okay. So can we refer people from our organization and
Yes, you can.
and if yes, can we avail some discount on that?
Yes. Yeah, you can just discuss, right, with this number. If you
Yeah.
if you have got huge right count, I'll just provide you a number, right? And discuss
Okay.
with that.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Fine. So I'm stopping for now. We'll continue tomorrow, right? Everyone, you can attend the session tomorrow using the same link to see more on this. Tomorrow I'll be showing the installations, execution modes, versions, that is right. Yes. So I'm stopping for now. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you all for your time. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you.